Hey there YouTube, Vinny here with another edition of Cap of the Week, and today I'm going to be showing you one of my more unique caps in my collection. This is a Pittsburgh Pirates authentic 1976 to 1984 Pillbox cap, black on gold. And if you've heard the word Pillbox before, maybe you've seen this style before. American Eagle does sell this style. It's completely different from the modern six-panel cap that you've seen where you'd have 6 panels around. Here it's actually just 2 panels, and this is actually an interesting story of why the Pirates went into the pillbox caps in the 70s. Now these caps used to be worn way back in the 19th century, and in 1976, as part of the National League's 100th anniversary, I believe 8 of their teams wore the replica pillbox caps at the time. And you know, Cincinnati, New York Mets, Cardinals, don't remember the other teams off the top of my head, but even the umpires wore it. So if you want to take a look at the players wearing these caps, Google 1976 MLB All-Star Game. It's a pretty cool thing to see. Now, the Pittsburgh Pirates were the only team after the 76 season to continue wearing the caps, and so they had 2 caps. They had this one you see here, which is black on gold, and they also had the inverse, which was gold on black. And those caps actually, the gold on black caps actually went until 1986, so they wore these for a while. And the really cool thing about this cap is this is actually an original cap from that era. I'm not sure exactly what year the cap was made, but it's somewhere most likely around 1980. So let's get into it a little more. So you'll notice the 3 stripes that go on. These are embroidered stripes, so these are not, this is fabric here. This is not screen printed or anything of that nature. And we take a look, and you'll see the black P. You got your little squatchy at the top. Of course, no MLB logo. The only thing that kind of sucks with this cap is, and you might have this problem if you do buy vintage caps, is that maybe the bill might break. It might be a little brittle. The cardboard, paperboard that's inside the cap, sometimes it might bend and break. So, you know, that is one problem that you might have. But otherwise, it's a really solid cap. We can take a look at the inside. The interior is a lot different than a 5950 because it's more structured to the point all the way around. There's no floppiness around at all, and you'll notice with only 2 panels, which is just one side and the other side, that you haven't seen a cap before or after that's like this. And this is the old new era tag. Let me just try to show it a little better. This is the old new era tag that they used to have for years. See if we can focus. New era since 1920, DuPont visor, weatherized, pre-shrunk, 100% wool fabric. And so these were the original hang tags that New Era had back in the day, or at least through the 80s, until they started changing their tags drastically every 2 or 3 years. And you have the size here. And so you take a look, and I really don't even know what else to say about the cap. It's just so unique, and it's a pretty cool relic, especially considering how famous that We Are Family team was. The 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates, led by Willie Stargell, Dave Parker. I think Stargell won the MVP, the league MVP, the LCS, and the World Series MVP, and Parker got the All-Star Game MVP. So definitely a very historic cap. And if you would like to buy a cap like this, you can try finding New Era Pillbox on eBay, something of that nature, but you can also pay retail price. American Eagle makes a pretty darn good replica. They actually even have Stargell stars, which Willie Stargell used to give out to his teammates for good effort on the field. And so you can find that out. But if you're ever lucky enough to get a Pillbox cap, go ahead and buy it. It's a pretty cool one. Anyway, until next week, see ya.